What up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today I want to talk a little bit about fan base, branding, content creation, clout. Let's backtrack a little bit. Let's go back to when radios were first invented, right? I'm pretty sure radio was the first I don't even know how to say it, a thing that really got the message across in multiple places instantly. I don't know exactly how to say that. Anyways, you guys will get my point. When that was created, every company, every business, well, not every, but the ones that are sharp, really understood that that is the best way to market. That is the best way to get your message across. That is the best way to get your product and service to the bigger audience listening on the other side. Now, my question is, we fast forward to today. We are blessed to have a phone. We are blessed to have a laptop. Yet, so many of us have a dream of owning a business or making an extra income. Anything that can, level us up just a tiny bit or a lot. But yet, so many of us are stuck into the mentality of just being a consumer of these content creations, such as on Instagram, such as on TikTok, YouTube. There's 8 billion people roaming this planet. I can promise you that whoever you are as a person, your interests, your goals, the point I'm trying to make is there's so many people on this planet that if you were just to turn that camera on, just create that content, just speak your word, say what you want to say, talk what you want to talk, promote what you want to promote. Obviously, I'm talking within moral reasoning and, have a good character to yourself and all this and that. Don't be doing nonsense. You will find a fan base. You will find people to seek the service or goods or content that you're trying to put out if you stay consistent. There will be people that like your personality. There will be people that like the educational videos or whatever it is that you're putting out. I want to bring Jake Paul for an example, and Logan. These guys started their careers by making Vine videos, 6-second video. Stood on the platform and stayed consistent, brought good content. Or who knows if it was good, it's just they stayed consistent with it. So as time progressed, more people started viewing and more people stuck to their platform and whatever they were doing. Now these guys have millions of followers. Do you see what Jake Paul's doing with the following that he has? This guy just started boxing 3 years ago. Now he's 3-0, beating MMA fighters, UFC fighters, ex-basketball players, other YouTube stars, banking. Why? Because they have the following. They're able to get their message across. People like them. There's an interest. Now anybody can do this. There's smaller brands, bigger brands. Anybody can do this. We are blessed to have a phone. We're blessed to have a laptop. We're blessed to have Instagram, Facebook. What can you do for your business or for whatever you're trying to do to get that message across? Because who knows down the line what you could be doing. And I wish I understood this. I wish I understood this back in the day, like even a few years back, even last year. Who knows when that content, when that following, when that branding could come in handy. And on top of it all, pick something you have an interest in. So that way you don't go out of your way to do something you don't like. If you can incorporate this idea of content creation and like doing things that you like and putting it out, or talking about things that you like or take interest in and putting it out, which is something you more than likely enjoy doing, and you can gain from it, that's a win. And back to my other point, there's so many people roaming this planet that you will find your following. Will it take time? Of course. Do you have to be consistent? Of course. Are you going to wake up on days that you don't feel like doing it? Of course. Is it going to be worth it? 100%. Because if it's not, you're just going to get better at what you're doing. And then you're going to do something else with whatever you've done in the past where you're now wiser and, you know, you incorporate another idea and then boom. Because of something that didn't work, now you found something that works. Guys, eyes on you will pay you. And like I said, I wish I understood this like even a few years back. I did understand it back then and I like wanted to get it started, but I didn't have the fire sensation of how important it is that I have now, that I understood now to the extent that I understand now. It doesn't matter what age you are, old, young, doesn't matter. Because there's millions of older people, there's millions of billions of younger generations, there's billions of billions. Wherever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever you're selling, whatever your interests are, start putting it out there. Let me give you guys an example. I'm actually gonna use this example. My buddy has a meal prep delivery business. His food's amazing. He cooked multiple times and I loved it. I really, this guy knows what he's doing with his hands to bring out the delicious food that he brings. But I'm going to use this example to get my message across. And I was talking to, just the other day I was talking about this to him too. It was a bunch of us, we were having a conversation. I'm very fortunate too, because my friends are literally, we're all on the same page when it comes to business, when it comes to these things. But anyways, so he has this service, meal prep service. Cooks the food for people, who don't have time to cook, and he delivers them to them for a very neat price. What can he do to 10 times his business? Get more eyes on his product or service. It's a numbers game. If 100 people see the product or service and one person is going to be a buyer or a potential buyer, if my math is not wrong, you need 10,000 people to see that product or service to get 100 people to buy it. But once they see it, they'll forever remember you. And if they don't, their subconscious mind will. And if they see that product the second time, for sure they're gonna remember it this time. And at some point they're gonna be a buyer. Grant Cardone is one of the best at explaining this idea. I just want you. He has. I think he said something like, "I just want you to see it, to see me once, or whatever." Because once you see him once, or you see that things that he's selling once, you're forever gonna remember him. And if you're not a buyer, you're gonna tell somebody else about it who may need it. But the whole idea is get eyes on you, get eyes on your product, get eyes on your service, be a content creator. Do something where you're building a following, because with that following you can now get your message across and get the value for your product or service. Be a content creator. Talk about the things you want to talk about on YouTube. Everybody knows something more than the other person. One of my buddies knows something more than me. 100%. They've had a different life, they've seen different things, they take interest in different things, so they understand about certain things more than I do. So he can go and put that on YouTube, put that on Instagram, put that on TikTok, build a following, and hopefully sell the product or service. Now, this is not just about selling the product or service. Value meets value. The best business is when both sides are winning, right? It's bad when you don't express yourself, when you don't put out your service or product, like I explained in my other video with the mechanic. It's bad that you're a good mechanic but not enough people know you, because now those same people that could have benefited from your good service are going to go to the wrong mechanic and they get their car worse than they initially brought it to the mechanic. So value meets value. Be a content creator. Put your stuff out there. You're going to find that following, you're going to find that branding, you're going to find the things that work for you. And if it don't work, then the next thing will. But at least you build that momentum. Anyways, that's all I got to say on this video. It was mainly about content. Get your message across. Look what Jake Paul did. There's hundreds of examples like him, thousands, millions of examples like him. And why not you? Who knows where it's going to benefit you in the future? Make it happen. Make it work. You want to do something? Find a strategic way to get it done. Simplify things. When you look from first, today I posted on my Instagram. First you crawl, then you walk, then you jog, and then you sprint. When you first start into something new, don't expect to have an understanding that you would when you were 100th step. You're still on your first step, then comes second step, third step, and along the way you're going to gain the knowledge that you would really have when you're at the 100th step. But there's no cutting the corner. You gotta go through the process. Don't be the one that stops. Don't be the one that stops at second step. Don't be the one that stops at 50th step. Go all the way. Let them talk. Let them say whatever. And man, this idea is crazy that people live to other people's potential, expectations. Man, I can go on and talk about this forever. It's your life. Do whatever you want to do. Get things done. Stop wasting time. Get things done for yourself, for your family, for your legacy. Right? Alright guys, I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm gonna wrap this one up. Follow me on Instagram at Mission Do More, and I'll see you guys on the next video.